Okay team, so slight change of plan with that engine. We are in a hobby shop and I'm getting some supplies, so watch this space and we'll go from there. So I've just come back and got myself all set up. I bought myself an airbrush. So the plan is with that engine, I was wondering whether I should restore the whole thing, whether I should leave it as it is, and I've decided to go for a middle route. There's so much good paint left on there. It's only small sections that are kind of damaged and rusty. So what I've decided to do, we've got a paint, an airbrush, all the supplies I need. I went and got the paint matched to that machine. That was expensive, but I think it's going to be worth it. And everything's clean on the machine. Everything's attached apart from the fuel tank, but that's plastic, so I'll deal with that separately. I'm going to get you guys set up. We're going to go out there. I've got some Scotch-Brite and methylated spirit. I'm going to go over everything again, all those rusty areas, and a bit on the paint that's still remaining, make sure none of it flakes away. Then I will clean it with metho. Then I'll go over with sandpaper, clean it with metho, and then we will literally use the airbrush. It's the first time I've ever used an airbrush. We'll use the airbrush and we're going to touch up and we're just going to hit all the rusty areas. We're going to use a primer first, then we'll go over with the paint. I struggled to even see the etch primer going on. It's like a clear gloss. I don't know why they would make it clear. Anyway, they've got their reasons for it, but it just makes it a nightmare, especially for an inexperienced airbrush person. So I'm going to skip this stage, but I wanted to include it just to show that the etch primer did go down. It's not just paint onto bare metal. So we'll skip this and let's go straight into the paint. Okay, so it's all had one kind of, I say one coat. I went over the areas a number of times, but one kind of initial coat, I suppose, is the best way to put it. It's still kind of dry in areas and wet in others, but I'm going to carry on. I'm trying my best to get just the areas that I want to. That's come up really nicely. It all looks really smooth and really even and consistent in color. Muffler, that looks good. Went over all of that. A bit more fuel. Okay, let's try again. Can go back and choke, why not? Still not getting enough fuel. Another half. Choke. Almost like the governor's not set right. Try and do a little bit of that. What's going on here? Check. Well, there we go, guys. All done. I'm happy with it. There are certain things that I would do next time, but I'm not a professional. I'm not an expert. It's the first time I used an airbrush. It's the first time I've mixed paint with thinners to get it just right for the airbrush and the air pressure from the compressor. It's a real skill, and I've got huge admiration for those guys that can use an airbrush and it just looks perfect. That's not the case with my efforts, but it is a good start. Hope you enjoyed it. It was something slightly different, and I look forward to joining. I look forward to joining you. You look forward. Join me next time. Bye.